Hello friends, and welcome to another episode of Hooray Fitness. We're at a beautiful location today. We're on the east coast of Sweden on an island called Gotland in a city called Visby. It's an ancient city, a medieval city. And as a matter of fact, this week we have something that's called Medieval Week. And it's a wonderful time. People come together, they dress up as they did in ancient times. They have tournaments and they have music and great food. And me and my daughter, we're here to just enjoy a couple of days. So the problem is when you come to a place like this, or when you travel anywhere, you want to travel lightly. So what about training? What do? You can't bring your weights with you. So I've been running a little bit earlier, or we did some interval trainings around the city walls. But I brought something with me that I usually bring when I travel. It's just one band like this. And I want to show you today that you can do great exercises and movements with just one tiny band for the whole body. And I want to keep it really simple and go through these exercises step by step so you can follow along. And if you have any comments or questions, please leave them in the comment section below. And let's get started. Okay, let's start with the legs, all right? Let's just do simple squats. You take the band, you stand on it, make sure you have equal amount of band on each side. You turn the arms around, come up like this. Feet shoulder width apart, slightly angled out with our toes a little bit. We hinge with our hip back and just sit down 90 degrees and then push up. Okay, I'll turn a little bit like this. So hip hinge, come down 90 degrees, push yourself up straight. Okay, this is the squat with the band. Another variation that you can do, it's more like a deadlift. Stand parallel with your feet and you grab the hands, you grab the bands far down. 45 degrees with your back, neutral back. You sit down and then you push your feet down and hips forward. Coming down again, push your feet down and now hips forward. A little bit faster and push. Breathe in as you go down and breathe out as you come up. Great exercise for your legs and hips. So let's go to the tree next. We'll work on the back. I love trees in combination with bands. And we're going to mimic now a lat pull down. So we're going to lead with our elbows straight down. Just hold on with our hands, not pull with our hands, but lead with our elbows. Make sure that the scapula is coming all the way down. But in order to get just the proper resistance, I usually kneel down like this and I pull down with my elbows. Okay, and the breathing, you breathe out when you come down, in when you come up. All right, feels good. Next back exercise is just a simple row. We still use the tree. Okay, I grab a little bit closer to get better resistance. If you want it easier, just pull your hands back a little bit. That's the beauty of bands. You can adjust the resistance yourself. Me, I usually like to go a little bit further in and then stepping back. And then you want to pull, you want to supinate. You want to turn your hands this way and then pull with your elbows again. But rather than pulling down your scapula, you want to pull your scapula together. So let me go like this. So you pull your scapula together. Imagine you have a pin or something that you want to pin between my shoulder blades. There we go. So let's move on to the chest, okay? This is one of my favorite exercises. It's just a standing chest press. Now, of course, we can do push-ups and all of that. But since we're having the bands, let me just show you the alternatives that we can use. You make sure that you come forward a little bit, get into position, and then just press forward. Breathe in, breathe out. And something I like to do, a variation of this, is to just use one hand. Often when we use one side, it's a really good way to stabilize the rest of the body, especially our core. So if I went like this instead, okay, this is forward, and my hips are straight, and I want to press. When I come back, my body's going to want to go this way. So I have to stabilize myself with my core and hips. So I'm pointing straight and I'm pressing. Another thing I want to do, I want to keep my hand here. I'm sorry for the mic. I want to keep my hand on my chest that's working so I can feel it contracting properly when I press it out like this. So full range of motion, come all the way back and all the way up. If you're interested in doing a push-up with a band, there's one way we can do that. You take the band and place it about in the middle of your shoulder blades like this. And you come down on your knees, put your hands on the ground. You want your hands right underneath your armpits. Okay, and then you come down and press your way up. You're gonna feel more pressure when you come up than a regular push-up, of course. So this is for all of you who want to go a little bit more advanced. So on to the next muscle group, our deltoids, our shoulders. I'll show you two exercises that you can do. One is the front raise. You stand with your feet parallel together. You have your arms slightly bent in the elbows. You want to engage your core here. This is also actually a core exercise. You want to tuck in your pelvic and squeeze your buttocks and hamstrings and engage your core all the way through this movement and all the way up, coming down. Breathe out, breathe in. All right, this is a killer. And if you feel this is too difficult to go all the way up, just come up 90 degrees from the elbow. That's fine too. It's really tough. And try to hold the contraction there for a second before coming down, controlled. The second exercise you can do is the side lateral raises. Again, stand parallel with your feet together and just an overhand grip, and you go to the side. Slightly bent in the elbows. Breathe out, breathe in, coming down. Again, engage your core. Make sure that there are no energy leaks anywhere. Yeah. So if there are any younger guys watching this, I know what you're thinking. What about the arms? Well, we're going to do those now. Tricep first and then biceps. All right. Two exercises. We'll use the tree again. This is just a simple tricep push down. You grab the band about in the middle like this, or in any place that you want. You step back maybe half a meter, slightly bent knees, neutral back, come forward a little bit, not too much. And you want to keep your elbows right in front of your hips. And now you just simply push down. So it's the underarm that's doing the work. So push down. And when you come to the final part of the movement, you want to make a contraction and really squeeze those triceps. Squeeze and hold. Squeeze and hold. And the biceps, well, we'll keep the band like this. And we're going to just grab it halfway and then have a supinated grip, which means we turn our hands up like this, back up a little bit, and then we're going to hit ourselves with our fists on our forehead. This feet forward, this foot forward here, so you don't pull yourself forward. Engage your core again. Breathe out. So now we've basically covered the whole body except for one part. Well, we've done a little bit of it, but the core, we need to engage the core in a better way. And we're going to do it with a rotation exercise. And please get those rotation exercises in every workout somehow. So we'll use the branch again. What you're going to do is just grab it with the opposite hand, overhand grip, like this. And so what you want to have is your hip straight forward all the time. And you want to rotate your upper body down, okay? We'll do this one down. And make sure that the chest follows the hands all the way. So it's one movement with upper body, but your core is stable and your hips are straight. So pull down and down. Breathing out, in, and same on the other side. Okay, so I've given you a variation of exercises that you can do, and there are lots more, believe me. There are going to be future videos about bands. Bands are truly underrated. They're a great way to do resistance movement and weight training, believe me. So what I'm doing now is I'm gonna do a short workout. I hope you can still see something. It's getting late and dark outside, but I'm gonna choose a few of those exercises that I showed you and do a circuit. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna choose the deadlift, the pull down, the chest press, the lateral raises, a superset of the tricep push downs and the curls, and then I'll do the core exercise, the rotation at the end. All right, that was a great workout. Let me tell you, just take my word for it, band training is fantastic. You're really gonna enjoy it. If you haven't tried it, just do it. So if you like this, share with your friends, like and comment. Please show me some love. I'm just starting off this new fitness channel, and I'll see you soon. Thanks a lot, bye. And a great thank you to my daughter who filmed the whole thing. You're so wonderful, thank you. Yes. She's only 12, no, 13. Sorry, 13, I mean. How dare you? Yes, how dare I. She's 13 and a great camera person, videographer person. Good night from Visby and the lovely Eastern Sea.
Good night.